I'd like to thank our sponsor, Audiobooks Now, for sponsoring tonight's video. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another true crime video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, well, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. We're happy to have you. Be sure to like this video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, tonight we are going to be doing one of our true crime videos, one of our true crime pieces. And in this piece, we will be talking about Alexis Morales and her son, Messiah Morales. Alexis is a young woman from South Bend area of Indiana, and she was reported missing. Okay, at first she was reported missing, but then she was found, her car was found, and in the car, unfortunately, was her deceased body, but she was alongside of her son, her 5-month-old baby boy, and miraculously, he was still alive. So tonight we are going to be talking about her story. We're going to be covering her story. All right, so let's jump right into it.
With breaking news.
We start off night team with breaking news connected to the silver alert for a missing mother and baby from Elkhart County. Alexis Morales and her 5-month-old son Messiah were last seen in South Bend 1 week ago today. Police put out a silver alert for the two and their missing silver BMW. Today, that missing vehicle turned up outside a South Bend home earlier this evening. The vehicle and license plate both matching that silver alert. Now, South Bend Police Chief Scott Roszkowski confirms to Night Team Alexis Morales was found dead. Her 5-month-old baby boy is now in the hospital. ABC 57 Night Team has been at the scene all evening as investigators figure out this situation. ABC 57 Samantha Johns joins us live in South Bend with the latest details. What do we know so far, Sam?
Well, Tim, in just the last few minutes, a tow company arrived right behind me in this alley, which is where they found the silver BMW right behind this shed there. And they did remove it from the scene. You can see police are no longer actively on scene right now, but they did tell me, they confirm Alexis is indeed dead. Her baby, 5-month-old Messiah, is in the hospital and is safe tonight. And currently there are no suspects at this time. After a week-long search, new clues in the case of a missing Elkhart County mother as her son is found safe. Alexis Morales' silver BMW SUV also turning up in an alley on South Bend's west side, about 10 minutes away from Kelly Park, where she and her son Messiah were last seen. Concerned family members spending the past few days putting up flyers in hopes the pair would find their way home.
I have 4 jobs. They were passing around the flyers, and I made sure to tape them and stick them to the doors and stuff, so if anybody knew any information, they could contact somebody.
Recruiting neighbors like Emily, Alexis and Messiah's loved ones never imagined they'd discover a scene like this. The South Bend Police Department says it learned about the missing vehicle around 6 p.m. Tuesday. Investigators are now working with the Elkhart County Sheriff's Office to figure out how it got there and piece together exactly what happened.
They obviously started with a silver alert, and then, we have their vehicle. So we're working conjointly with them in order to, figure out what exactly happened.
People in the area say they spotted the vehicle as early as last Thursday, but didn't know its connection.
My husband's the one that noticed it. He asked me Thursday night after coming from a game. He said, did you see the BMW in the back? And I said, no, I didn't. And he was like, oh, it's just sitting there. I don't know whose it is.
They tell me they can't help but feel guilty for not reaching out to police sooner.
With breaking news.
We start off night team with breaking news connected to the silver alert for a missing mother and baby from Elkhart County. Alexis Morales and her 5-month-old son Messiah were last seen in South Bend 1 week ago today. Police put out a silver alert for the two and their missing silver BMW. Today, that missing vehicle turned up outside a South Bend home earlier this evening. The vehicle and license plate both matching that silver alert. Now, South Bend Police Chief Scott Roszkowski confirms to Night Team Alexis Morales was found dead. Her 5-month-old baby boy is now in the hospital. ABC 57 Night Team has been at the scene all evening as investigators figure out this situation. ABC 57 Samantha Johns joins us live in South Bend with the latest details. What do we know so far, Sam?
Well, Tim, in just the last few minutes, a tow company arrived right behind me in this alley, which is where they found the silver BMW right behind this shed there. And they did remove it from the scene. You can see police are no longer actively on scene right now, but they did tell me, they confirm Alexis is indeed dead. Her baby, 5-month-old Messiah, is in the hospital and is safe tonight. And currently there are no suspects at this time.
So they say this is really a tragic story. In South Bend, Indiana, an Indiana Silver Alert had been issued for Alexis Morales, who's 27, and her 5-month-old baby boy, Messiah Morales. But sadly, Alexis and the baby were found this week, April 20th, in a silver 2006 BMW X5 SUV. Now, Alexis was deceased, but the baby Messiah was alive. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was found to be in stable condition. Now, the day before, somebody in the neighborhood contacted the police just after 6 p.m. about a vehicle that was found in a driveway off of an alley behind a vacant house in the 400 block of South Bendix Drive, which is a few blocks west of North Olive Street and off of State Road 2, also known as Western Avenue. So that's where she and the baby were found. Now, the neighbor told the station, the news station, when they were being interviewed, that her husband noticed that the vehicle was in their area, and he said to her, "Hey, did you see that BMW in the back?" I mean, he was just coming from some type of sports outing. So he seen the truck in the back, and he asked his wife, "Do you see that?" And she says, "No, I didn't." And he was like, "Oh, it's just sitting there. I don't know whose it is." So they didn't really think anything of it. They say they wish that they had called it in sooner. Now, the police chief declined to say how Alexis was actually killed, but he added that officers on the scene, when they discovered her, they knew immediately that it was a homicide. Now, the chief said that an autopsy was set for Friday, which is today, that would help them confirm how long the SUV had been in the driveway and how Alexis died. He also said that Alexis and Messiah's family had come to the South Bend Police Department on Tuesday to discuss the case, but the police chief provided no additional details on that actual meeting. Before Alexis's body was found, the Elkhart County Sheriff's Office was handling the actual Silver Alert case. And all of the state's Amber Silver Alerts are sent by Indiana State Police, which evaluates whether or not to send an alert and what type to send. So the Moraleses had not been seen since the evening of April 12th. But the Silver Alert was not issued until nearly 6 days after that. Now, many public comments on social media were critical of that time lag, and the chief of the police said that he noted that only the Indiana State Police and Elkhart County Sheriff's Office could address the lag. He doesn't know, why there was a lag, but only they would be able to answer that question. Now, Alexis Morales told her friends that she was going back to her residence in New Paris, Indiana. So when the last time that her and the baby had been seen, they were with friends and they were leaving, and she told her friends that she was gonna go home. She was driving home to her place in New Paris, Indiana, but sadly they did not make it there. Now, the police chief said South Bend investigators were talking to an extensive list of people, but much remains unknown about the actual homicide. The chief added that he would bet on his life that more than one person knows exactly what happened to Alexis. So sadly, she was reported missing, but it has now been found that she actually was found in her car, and her and the baby are actually, they were missing, but the baby is alive, but sadly she was not alive. So that is really sad. As of right now, they don't know what actually happened to her. They are saying that it is a homicide, but they do not know how she was killed. I mean, can you imagine a baby 5 months old? That means that whatever happened had to have happened in the car. And if they're listing it as a homicide, it happened in the car. Maybe the baby was present if it happened in the car. I mean, there could be a few things could have happened. Something could have happened to her at another location, and maybe whoever is a part of this drove her car and ditched it where they found it, and placed the baby next to her and went on about their business. Or the struggle and whatever the actual crime that occurred happened in the vehicle. But either way, the baby was present, which is sad, So thank God that the baby is alive, and, that is, he can be given to his father or her family, or whoever can be a caretaker for him. But thank God that is not another family member that they have to worry about grieving over and mourning the loss of. It's already sad that the mother has been taken, her life has been taken, out. She's been taken out at 27 years old. So that's sad that a baby was going to have to grow up without his mother. But the police in that area are actively investigating this case. So if you guys know anything, if anyone has seen anything, or of anything, the South Bend Police Department and who you need to be contacting will be linked in the description box below. The phone number, the hotline, the tip line, and the actual police department itself, their address, and the chief of police. That information will be linked in the description box below. If you know anything, if anyone in the public heard anything, please be sure to contact them, because this is an ongoing investigation. They need as many tips and leads as they can. This just happened. This just literally happened this month, and her actual body was actually just found this week. Her autopsy was done today. So hopefully, this is a developing case, so hopefully we will know soon, what they think happened to her, so see what you guys are saying. In the comments, I had to come back. This is so sad. Carolina Thick says, no mention of the baby's father. Maya says, no. This is a developing story. It really is not a lot of information out here. This is as much information as I could find and I could piece together. It just seems as though she was with friends. She left, and her and the baby were en route to going home, and they didn't make it home. She was found deceased and the baby alive. So that's really all they know at this point, and that's all that's being released to the public. There could be, more information is going to be, probably revealed to the public as they know more. But there could be somebody out there that knows something. And if you do, the description box will be full of contact information, and you can contact someone anonymously and give the information that you know. We definitely want to help this family. We want to help this young baby. It's tragic that his mother was taken away. So this is a tragic story, and we definitely want to be able to get it out, get more information. As we get it, we will make it known on the channel. We'll be providing you guys with an update as we know more. But sadly, this is all we know. A silver alert was issued for Alexis and Messiah. It's similar to the Amber Alert, but in their town or area, they're called silver alerts. And they issued a silver alert because they had been missing. And then sadly, the baby was found alive, but Alexis is deceased. So investigators suspect that it is a homicide, that there is some foul play involved. They don't know exactly what happened, but they are getting to the bottom of it. They are investigating it actively.
After a week-long search, new clues in the case of a missing Elkhart County mother as her son is found safe. Alexis Morales' silver BMW SUV also turning up in an alley on South Bend's west side, about 10 minutes away from Kelly Park, where she and her son Messiah were last seen. Concerned family members spending the past few days putting up flyers in hopes the pair would find their way home.
I have 4 jobs. They were passing around the flyers, and I made sure to tape them and stick them to the doors and stuff, so if anybody knew any information, they could contact somebody.
Recruiting neighbors like Emily, Alexis and Messiah's loved ones never imagined they'd discover a scene like this. The South Bend Police Department says it learned about the missing vehicle around 6 p.m. Tuesday. Investigators are now working with the Elkhart County Sheriff's Office to figure out how it got there and piece together exactly what happened.
They obviously started with a silver alert, and then we have their vehicle. So we're working conjointly with them in order to figure out what exactly happened.
People in the area say they spotted the vehicle as early as last Thursday, but didn't know its connection.
My husband's the one that noticed it. He asked me Thursday night after coming from a game. He said, did you see the BMW in the back? And I said, no, I didn't. And he was like, oh, it's just sitting there. I don't know whose it is.
They tell me they can't help but feel guilty for not reaching out to police sooner.
I have a daughter, so can't imagine. I'm sorry. It's really sad. I wish that we could have reported it, the truck a long time ago. I wish I had seen the article sooner and reported it, but I didn't.
Damn it, I said all of this without any sound. I'm just going. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody like, sound. I'm sorry. So basically what I said when I was just going, I said that, okay, so her car, so it had been 6 days from she was reported missing. Okay, so the last time she was seen was actually on my birthday when we were partying, April 12th. The last time she was seen, you guys should be able to hear me now. We still got sound. We got sound now. Right. I know it was because I had the video off. I mean, I had the mute button on so that it wouldn't echo when I was playing the video. You know what I mean? So sometimes that happens. I do apologize. But when you're running multiple programs, that's how it is. But we don't have a problem with starting back over. If you're catching the replay, just go on and skip through that part. This is a live true crime video. This is not easy to do. And especially with a developing story like this. Okay. I know it's giving y'all want a professional. I know. But sometimes I make mistakes. So I'm sorry about that. But so on April the 12th, she had been with friends and she left them and said, okay, I'm going home. Me and the baby were traveling to their home. Well, they did not report her missing. They didn't issue this alert until 6 days later. So that would have been April 18th. So we don't know what happened in that time span of the 12th and the 18th. We got to think about this, right? So if you are found in your car in the back of someone's home, it wasn't like she was found in a ditch. She was found on the side of the road or anything like that. So we could think, oh, well, maybe she had a medical emergency. Maybe she passed out. Maybe something happened. She had a stroke, a seizure, or something like that in the car. No, they are saying that they suspect homicide based off of the initial scene of the way everything appeared in the car. They suspect foul play. They suspect homicide. So we can rule out a medical emergency. So now let's just think about this. Okay, well, if that is the case, how did her car get in the back of someone's yard? So the couple said that they would have wished that they seen the article sooner, which leads me to believe that the car had been sitting back there. How many days do we know? They seen it sitting back there, and now the husband just said, hey, you know, I've been seeing that truck sitting back there. Do you know whose that truck is? No, I didn't even pay attention to know that it's back there, right? So that means that either the crime took place in the car or the crime took place somewhere else and someone ditched the truck in the back, right? Because I can't see someone having an altercation or going at it in a car to the point that you kill someone. Right? Then you have a baby in the car. So if there's something, a struggle or something taking place, you know the baby's going to be crying because it's seeing its mother getting attacked. It's seeing, you know, the energy from the violence that's happening in the car. What is going on around the baby? The baby's going to cry. I don't care if it is 5 months old. The baby's going to cry just because of the energy. It sees its mother being attacked. The baby's going to cry. So people are going to hear it. Somebody's going to hear something. So the fact that none of that took place leads me to believe that whatever happened took place somewhere else and the person drove the car and ditched it back there. Okay, because we got to think about it. When you're going to exert energy to harm someone, she's 27. So if so we can't, because just think, right, she's 27. She's going to put up a struggle. Somebody's trying to take her out in front of her child. She's got a 5-month-old baby. She's going to be fighting for her life. She's not going to just give in and let someone take her life. So their struggle's going to be real in that car. It's going to be noise. It's going to be given. Somebody's going to know something that's going on, right? Because she's 27 years old. She's not going to just give her life up like that easily. And it can't be, okay, well, maybe they drugged her and just put her back there, because they would not initially say that it is a homicide if she was drugged. When you go on a scene and someone's drugged, they're just going to be laying there. They're not going to be appearing to look like there's any struggle or signs of struggle to lead to homicide. So when the investigators said when they immediately arrived on the scene and they seen the state of what was going on inside the car, the way the car appeared to be, the scene, they immediately knew that it was a homicide. So that means that the car was in disarray, that things were around. She had physical trauma signs on her body for them to believe that it was a homicide, because anything else, it would have been passive looking. You wouldn't have been able to see any signs of distress or anything like that if it was drugged or something. So just the fact that all of these pieces I can, surmise that something happened somewhere else and someone drove that car back there and parked it and ditched it there. So that means that they would have had to walk away from the scene or flee the scene. So once they start talking to people, and they did say that they're interviewing a lot of people, once they start talking to people and really getting to the bottom of things, I'm pretty sure they're going to discover and uncover that someone saw something, there is a witness, because you can't just have something like that go down and nobody see anything, right? What are you guys thinking in the comments? Nikki says 6 days, damn, baby survived without being freed that long. That's a blessing. He's still alive, sending nothing but love. So I'm not saying it. They don't specifically say that she was sitting in the car for 6 days. They said that she was missing and the alert was not called in until 6 days later. Her family did not alert the police in order for them to issue an Amber Alert. The lag. I don't know if the police immediately were contacted by the family and the lag in communication is there. That's what they're going to uncover when they do the investigation into why it took so long. What is the 6-day lag, right? So they want to investigate, was it the family that took too long to report it, or was it the actual authorities that took too long to issue the alert? Because if she was missing from the 12th and they didn't do the Amber Alert until the 18th, 6 days later, we don't know when she passed away, when the struggle, when anything ensued. Was it the first day on the 12th? Was it the next day? Was it the third day? Was it the final day? How long was the truck sitting back there? We don't know any of that. We just know the last time she was seen was on the 12th. No one saw her since then. And 6 days passed until they issued the alert. Period. Okay. So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. We need to know what happened in that 6-day time frame. Did she immediately meet her demise on the 12th? That's why they said the autopsy that was done today is going to show how she met her demise, how long she was deceased, and how long the car was back there. They're going to be able to, get to the bottom of all of that, because there are a lot of different questions that need to be answered. So like I said, this is an ongoing investigation. As we know more information, we will keep you posted with this story. We will follow up with the story and put up any updates as we know them. But please, there will be information linked in the description box of this video that will give you, if you know anything, if you have any tips, if you've seen anything, if you're living in that area and you know anything, you've heard anything, we will be linking the information to who you need to call and drop those tips anonymously, because this is definitely a sad story. This is a baby without his mother. This is a family missing a young woman, 27 years old. And like I said, the baby, okay? A baby is going to be able to understand what is happening if something like that is taking place around them. The energy is going to be unreal. Someone's trying to harm your mother, you're going to feel that energy. So if this happened in that backyard, that baby had to be crying. Somebody had to hear something, see something. So I'm hoping someone's seen someone walking away. Someone knows something, So the timeline is very important. That's what we need to nail down. When all of this happen? Did she meet the demise as soon as she went missing on the 12th? You know, was it the next day? Was it the third day? What happened to this young woman? Okay, so we will keep you posted, you guys. That's really all we know, and that's really all we have with this story. What are you guys saying in the comments? No sound. I know. I know. I'm scared of dating at this point. I'm okay with being single, Philly Angel 35 says. Life with the Leonard family says, why did her family wait 6 days to report her missing? So see, that's the question that we will find out. I don't know if it was the police department that took 6 days to issue the Amber Alert or Silver Alert, because the Silver Alert, what that is they, I guess, report a missing car and a missing person is the Amber Alert. So the Silver Alert, I think, is for the car or the vehicle. But I don't know if it was the authorities that did the 6 day lag or if it was the family. It didn't really make that clear in the article. But as time goes on and we get more information, we'll be able to narrow that down, because that is an important piece to this puzzle. That 6 days, what happened? You know, did this happen immediately? Did it happen 2 or 3 days down the line? We need to know what happened. Philly Angel says, it's Nikki, not Nikki. That's all I've been seeing lately. So many women getting murdered. I had my share of dealing with crazy men, so I've been keeping to myself. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, I'm glad you're bringing light to this case. I didn't really know much about it. Yep, we will keep our eyes and ears open for any information. It's Nikki says, Philly Angel 35, for real, I watch Fatal Attraction for my man, ID Channel, and Oxygen. It is horrible. Makeup Lover says, oh, hells no, YouTube playing with my freaking notifications. I told you guys, YouTube is purging. They're doing what they do. Please check your notifications and make sure that you are subscribed, or make sure that your bell is set to all, because YouTube be playing. They be playing with my notifications, and they be unsubbing my peoples too. Okay, if you are a stale subscriber and you are someone that does not comment, you don't hit like, you just really just be in the bushes and you just watched videos, right? YouTube will think you are a stale subscriber and they will unsub you. All right, so please just check that. Philly Angel says, I watch them all too, Nikki. They start off sweet and then they start attacking you the next minute. Right. Oh yeah, so get the Ring cameras. A lot of people actually have cameras now that work. It's Nikki says, I thought Silver Alert was for old missing people. Thanks for the clarification. So I think it is for the car. I think that's the difference. So I'm gonna get that definition real quick, but I do think that's the difference. Yeah. So a Silver Alert is, sometimes it is for elderly, developmentally, or cognitively impaired people have gone missing or determined to be at risk. Silver Alerts provide immediate information to the public to aid in swift recovery. So it says a Silver Alert is public notification system to the United States, especially to alert about missing people, especially senior citizens with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or other mental disabilities. So I wonder why they did a Silver Alert. So it says Amber Alerts are for children under the age of 18. Who have been abducted and in danger of seriously bodily harm. Silver Alerts are for missing endangered adults or high-risk missing people or missing endangered children. All right, so there we go. There is a difference, you guys. Okay, so a Silver Alert is not for actually elderly people, it's for adults. Okay, and the Amber Alert are for children 18 and under. So that's why they would issue a Silver Alert, because she was actually an adult. All right. And the baby, there would be an Amber Alert issued for him because he is a child. So the Silver Alert is for an adult, Amber Alert is for children. So that is the difference. Now, they say that, you can possibly use it for people that are older, with Alzheimer's and stuff. But generally, the difference between a Silver Alert and Amber Alert is that a Silver Alert is activated when an adult goes missing. It says, and an Amber Alert is for children under the age of 18 who have been abducted or they are in danger of seriously bodily harm. Silver Alerts are for missing endangered adults, high-risk missing people. Okay? All right. So that is that clarification. But yes, we will be keeping you guys posted on this story. We'll have the links posted in the description box. But that is all that we have for this evening. Again, this has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries, and I thank you guys for being with us and joining us tonight. Again, we want to thank our sponsor, AudiobooksNow, for sponsoring this video. All right, 25% off, free shipping, and all proceeds purchased on this platform using the link, 15% of the purchase goes to Underground Railroad, Operation Underground Railroad, okay? And what they do, they aid in efforts to stop human trafficking, okay? So if anyone is being trafficked, they go on missions to try to break up these brothels and locate these houses and operations that are sex trafficking victims. So if you purchase anything through Audiobooks Now, you will be helping the efforts of Operation Underground Railroad right here on the Sweet Pea Diaries. There are 3 links for different, promotions that they are running. They got the 25% off. They got free books. They got, now these are audiobooks. And of course they have true crime. As you can see, they got the Will Smith book on over there. Y'all want to know about him and Jada and they entanglements and everything. Y'all can go on down there and y'all can listen to these books. These are audiobooks. Okay. So like I said, you go on over there and check it out. And, 15% will go to Operation Underground Railroad and aid in their efforts to fight human trafficking. And I see we got Tough Love in the building. Hello, hello. Hello, Tough Love. All right, you guys, so that's it for tonight. Please be sure to like this video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Good night.